My body all over your body, babe. My body all over your body, babe. My body all over your body, babe. My body all over your body, baby. My body all over your body, baby. My body all over your body, baby. Your body. Your body. Hey. Got me feeling good inside. Got me wondering where I am. Got me feeling good. Say it again. You got me feeling real good. 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 Bow, bow, wow, bow, wow. She wanna bow, 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 bow. We gonna code some JavaScript today. 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 We gonna JavaScript today. We gonna let's send this on the Twitter. Twitter. Why they got wet marks? He sweating? She sweating? Your body all my body all over your body, babe. My body all over your body, baby. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. You thought I was Lakari? Who is Lakari? Who is Lakari? Who that? Domo speaking. Lakari. Who's Lakari? Oh, Oh, no. It took me a moment. It took me a moment. How dare you? We don't do that type of shit over here. Not at all. Mm-mm. He been on the island now. He been on the island. He was on the island, obviously. No, sir, Bob. We don't do that over here, good sir. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Uh, what is it? I'm streaming. I'm streaming day 30. No, day 8:30. Day 86. JavaScript plus Tailwind. What's up, labs? Hope y'all doing good. I'm feeling good today. I got my titties out, you know. Got my titties out and shit on stream. Getting sexy for JavaScript and shit. Got my Dragon Ball do-rag on. Okay. Feeling good. Feeling just got out the shower and shit, all wet and moist and shiny and shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Feeling good and shit. Oh my goodness. Today is the day. Today we learn and we practice and we try to be better people, my friends. We try to be better. Ooh, oh, oh shit. Y'all are new here. We do JavaScript things. We do JavaScript things, my mans. We do JavaScript. Bum, 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 bum. Hmm. Now I gotta write this oblique. No backseat coding. No, I need to put in all caps. No backseat coding. Sweet lady, won't you be mine? All right. We got this right here. We got, I think this is what I was doing yesterday. I had a random stream, y'all. You know, I was feeling emotional last night, so I was like, let me get up and do some work, so I can get that depression monster off my back. Get off me. Swoon. Okay, gotta get ready for the JavaScript. Gotta get ready for the JavaScript. Gotta get ready for the Tailwind and the HTML and the CSS and all of that shit. Gotta get it around him. Oh shit. All right, man. By the way, Front End Mentor just did a new thing where um Front End Mentor just did a new thing where when you download the files, it gives you like a hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. So when you download a Figma file, I mean a Front End Mentor file, it gives you like this. Where is it? I guess it's not in here, but it was like a Claude Code thing or whatever. It helps you with AI. I guess you give it to AI and then it helps you or some shit. I don't know, man. I don't use it. I'm not gonna use it. If y'all want to use it, y'all can use it. Let me turn on some sick tunes right quick, guys. Some sick, crazy tunes. Let's see what Jacob is doing. Is Jacob still streaming? Jacob is streaming. Jacob is streaming. All right. All right. Let's begin. Gain access to our full library of tutorials. Maybe I should start off with, yeah, why don't I do JavaScript first today? On some music. On some music. Put on some music. Feeling real good today. I don't want to regret. Ooh. I like that. Hell yeah. I'm feeling it. All right. Thanks, Amit. All right. It is day 86. All right, let's do it. What's up, Rob? How you doing, Rob? Hope you're doing good, Rob. I'm doing good. Just chilling. Hold on. Hold on. It's getting on my nerves. Get started. Sorry. What's up, Roma? I'm doing good. How you doing? All right, Roma. Let's do this together. because I said I was gonna do it. Let me get, because I actually want to do it. So let me we gonna do that together on stream if you want to. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. All right. So let's see. I forgot I said I was gonna do that with you. All right. So all right. So the one you were talking about was this one. All right. And um what was it called? It's called the four card feature. Four card feature uh stream stream. Let's call it YouTube stream project one. So how by? I don't know what that means. Don't let me Google that and it's something bad. Sleep, 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 sleep. What's up? Okay, YouTube stream project one. Create new repository. Copy that. We gonna CD repos. I think we already in repos. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, it puts us in that new. Okay. What the hell? Oh, oops. Git clone. All right. Open folder. What do we call it? The YouTube stream project one. Yeah, there we go. YouTube stream project one. Then what I do is I go to my downloads, four card feature, properties. Hold up. Extract all. Da, 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 da. By the way, uh, the files, the project files come with this agents thing for Claude and for I don't know how to use all that, but it's some new AI stuff that they doing for front end mentor so that the AI won't give you the answers. So there you go. So the next thing we gonna do is well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this because I'm gonna just use Tailwind. Uh, or maybe I shouldn't use Tailwind. No, I'm gonna use Tailwind. But what I'm gonna do is gonna be very similar. You'll see, because I'm pretty sure you use a vanilla CSS. Uh, all right. So let me open up the Figma file too. What would you prefer, Ruma? You want me to do it in Tailwind or CSS? I'm giving you the option. So what you want me to use? You want me to use Tailwind or CSS? All right, cool. All right. So I will use CSS. All right. So we got our index. Usually I just delete all this. I don't know. I have a thing about, I don't know. So then I'll create a new file. I'll go style.css. Um, let's see. The style guide says we have a font family of Poppins. So I'm gonna open it. I'm going to get the font. I'm gonna get embed code. Delete that, delete that. Let me just refresh the page right quick. At import. So this right here. And we got our style CSS. Gonna import that. And then usually what I do is I'll do a oh my god, I'm rusty. Um, I don't know how efficient it is to do the challenges without Figma because I don't have the pro account. So I try guessing by looking. That's fine because it's okay to guess and look. Box sizing border block. Why isn't my CSS doing its thing? So I think I have to stop one of these extensions. So let's just go ahead and disable, disable. And let's close VS Code. All right, so now it looks like it's working. Okay, so this is like a very common like CSS reset or whatever. So I'll just put CSS reset, like a little small one, whatever. So then what I'll do is I'll go into the style guide, which is already open, my bad. Put this over here, and then I'll start making my own CSS variables, right? So here's a CSS variable. I'll call it red, and then I'll just, hold on. Right, we got our red, we got our cyan. Actually, usually what I do is I'll go into the design system here and I'll copy right here, but I'm gonna just copy that. So I don't know if you're familiar with CSS variables, but if not, I recommend learning them. So then we got orange. If it'll, is it gonna, oh, F. And then we got blue. Copy. Why won't you copy? Copy. All right. So now we got that. So then we got gray. I'm just using Figma file because this is kind of slow. This is gray 500. This is gray 400. And this is, we're not going to put anything for white. I think white is just 3 Fs. Yeah. And I think that's about it. And then we have our text. Do they show text presets? You said so. I try to guess by looking at the image. All right, so then we'll just guess too. We won't put the text presets and all that stuff. So I got my colors right here. And then, so I got my colors. So then I would look at the picture and the design. All right. So why don't we just pull that out? So this is what the design looks like, right? So we got this at the top, we got this, we got this. Then we got this. And mobile is like that. All right. So I think about how I'm going to how I'm really gonna structure everything. So I'm thinking, I think the whole thing is going to be a flex, right? The whole thing is going to be flex in a flex box. Then, or it could be grid, but I'll just do flex. So flex, and then we have 2 flex boxes. And then in this flex box, there's going to be 3 columns. And in those 3 columns, there's going to be a flex box. So let me start. So what I'm gonna do is let me see. Go to our index.html. So I'm just gonna say this is the global container, right? And I'm gonna call it, I'm gonna say dot global container, right? And then inside the global container, there's gonna be 2 divs. Well, we can just call it sections if we want it to be semantic. Shit, we could just, if we want to be semantic, I guess we could say, and then we could say we got 2 sections, which is this top and this bottom right here. And then we're gonna say, I'll just call it top. and I'll just call this one bottom, right? So then in here, I'm thinking, okay, so if I'm looking at this Ruma, which I'm pretty sure you already know, I'm like, okay, well, I obviously, there always needs to be a H1 on the page from what I understand. So we got the H1, and then I'll make this a H2, and then I'll just make this a P tag, right? So, um, and I guess even on the inside of those, they'll be flexed, so I can do the gap. So that's kind of the stuff I'm thinking about when I'm doing it. Like, I'm like, okay, I try to break it down into boxes, like the box model. I'm like, okay, so this is its whole section. This is a whole section. And once I got the big sections, like, okay, so they're all in a big container, the global container. Then I'm going to put them in two different sections. One is at the top, one is at the bottom. So I name it top, and then I name one bottom. And then now I'm looking at, okay, so what's going to be in this one? And I'm already thinking like, okay, I want it to be flex because I look at it and I'm like, okay, this obviously has some gap in between it, and the easiest way to do that is to make it a flex. So I'm gonna say, so I got a H1, I got a H2, and I got a P. And sometimes what I'll do is like, I'm not now. Some people have said I'm good at naming things. I don't necessarily know. But what I'll do is something like this. So they'll all be top, but then I'll come in and I'll say, this is the top title. This is the top, I don't know, title 2 or something like that. This is the top paragraph or something like that. Then I'll come in, I'll be like reliable, efficient delivery, right? Then I'll say powered by technology. And then we go over here and it says our artificial intelligence powered, hold up, yeah, I can spell powered tools use millions of project data points to ensure that your project is successful. All right, so we got that, right? So that's what I'm thinking of. I did the first two H1 with a span. No, you don't have two H1s on a page. No, that's not how that works. So you got you. There's only one. There's only supposed to be one H1, right? So only because I get into that. So why don't we just do it now? Let's just go ahead. So for example, I just said like, why can there only be one H1 per page? While HTML5 technically allows multiple H1 tags, usually using only one H1 per page is a crucial best practice for maintaining a clear hierarchical content structure that helps search engines. Okay, because it says you wrote I did the first two H1 with the span. So I'm assuming you meant you did these first two H1. And you said you put a span right on this one? Is that what you meant? Either way, you know. Another thing is you really want to make it as okay. It's more like a title. I wouldn't even do it in a span. I mean, you could do it in a span, but I mean, it's up to you. Honestly, the only time I use spans is like in paragraphs or something like that. Uh, so we got our artificial intelligence, we got all that. So the next thing we're gonna do is hold on, where are we? Yeah, we're right here. All right. So the next thing we do is this. So I'm already thinking, okay, so we want to use grid. I want to use grid on this. And I want a grid where there's three columns, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, okay, so we got section times 3. And I'm going to say class, and then I'm going to say column, and then I'm going to say column 1, column 2, column 3. There's a faster way to do this with Emmet, but that's how I'm going to do it. Well, actually, what I'm going to do, because I like to be descriptive on what it is actually, I'm going to say bottom column 1, 2, and 3. And this one has a, I'm going to say a div.card in it. This one has 2 div cards in it. Right. And then this one has a card in it. All right. So now that we got that, so we got the bottom, we got column 1, column 2. Column 1 has 1 div, column 2 has 2 divs, column 3, has 1 div, yeah. All right, so now since I got my structure together, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna go live. So we got that right there. All right, so up and we gotta take a break. Breaky break. Oh, man, oh man, oh man. Breaky, 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 break. Come on. Ugh. Hmm. This do-rag is too tight. Oh, that feels way better. Hmm. Oh my god, this music is good. Hmm. So, so the important thing is that I'm gonna go for the global container. I try to do it from top to bottom. So I'm gonna go to the global container. I'm gonna give it a height of 100%. Uh, a display, a flex, a flex, flex direction, column, line, items, center. And then sometimes I like to do a border, 1 pixel solid red. For some reason it is not. Oh yeah. So I forgot to put. All right. I think I could do 100 dBH. All right. So now that we got that, I will now go to the top class. So top. Sometimes you can organize the code by putting it up in there. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna say top, border, 1 pixel solid green, um, display, flex, flex direction, column, justify, content center, align, items, center. Uh, so that's the top. And then I forgot to put font family. Font family is gonna be Poppins. And then sans, is it sans serif like that? I forgot what it is. We just gonna put Poppins for now. And then I'm gonna just say top font family var font family. All right, and that should change that. Um, that global container needs to be. I'm gonna make it have a width of. Since most of the. Oh, why did it do that? Oh. Why are you doing this? Okay, there we go. Sometimes the dev tools be messing up and stuff. All right, so we got that part. Um, all right, so now what I want to do is work on this. So, what is it called? The bottom, no, the top title. Top title, font, weight. I think, okay, so 300 is light. All right. And then efficient delivery. It might be a different color. It might be color gray, maybe like that. Yeah, right. Um, and then the we got the top top title 2, and the top title 2, it can be, let me see something. That's 32 pixels. I think they're, yeah, so we're gonna say font uh no. Oh my god, I forgot. I'm forgetting my CSS properties. All right, that's what happens when you use Tailwind too much. Okay, so that color is actually going to be, nah, it's a little bit darker than that. That's weird. Blue, but it looks like it's correct. All right, we're gonna keep it right there. And then I think I want the width of this top part. Let me see something. Oh, let's see. Width by character in CSS. I think there's a, it's called CH. Hold on, let me see something. I think I can do a top paragraph with 50 CH. Text align center. Okay. Data points. How do we do 49? What about 47? Or 51? 52? 3? 4? Alright. You might be wondering why I did that. But sometimes I can be very nitpicky when it comes to like the way these things are, you know. Anyway. So the top is supposed to have a I'm gonna assume, see this gap right here? I shouldn't do 32. I think I should do, if the default, so it should probably be 2 rem. Yeah, all right. Because people hate when I do the actual pixels, so whatever. All right, and then I definitely want a gap. And so I did already say this is gonna be flex. So then we're gonna say gap is gonna be 1 rem, right? So now we got a little gappy gap right there, right? And actually, it might be a little bit too much. So why don't we do? I think we can do 0.75. That's not too bad, but this color is wrong. So then we do color. All right. So now we got that's looking about right. There's a gap though. You know, there's some padding. Looks like there's some padding left and right on the global container. So we're gonna get that together. Why don't I just say on the global container? Uh, let's see. Why don't we do? I know the flex direction is column, but I know there's other properties because we can probably do. Hold on, no. The flex direction is right, but then there's justified content. Okay, there we go. I was wondering. I knew I was missing something, so it puts it in the middle. All right, so that's done. The next thing we need to do is work on uh, the cards, right? So we got this card, this card, this card, this card. So why don't we go to, let's go to the bottom. And the bottom, okay, so let's just make a class for bottom, right? And I'm gonna say, I like to start off by doing borders. So I'm gonna say border 1 pixel solid blue just so I could see it, right? And you see I still don't see it, but that's okay. It's okay. It's all right. So I'm gonna try to do the card because I want all the cards to be the same anyway. So I'm gonna say here's the card, and then let me go back to this card right quick. So in these cards, we have H2 or H3, whatever you want to call it. We can call it an H3. H3, a paragraph tag, and then this over here. And we could do it in a flex style if we wanted to, or it could be a grid in here. It's whatever. So I'll just make it flex. So we're gonna do the first card just so we can. So we said it's gonna be an H3. It's gonna say supervisor, right? Then we're gonna have a P tag, and that's gonna say monitors activity to identify project roadblocks, right? And then we have now the question is, should I put these in two different divs inside of it? Because I'm thinking about how I want to do this, because I know I want to push this to the right, then I can push these to the left. Yeah, why don't I do that? I'll say I'll have a div and I'll call that top or card top, and I'll put both of these in there. Can you see the code? Oh man, you can't even see the code. My bad. All right. So then what I'll do is, so I'm gonna just put this over here so I don't have to keep going back and forth. So we got the supervisor. Okay, so where are we? This card. So we got the card top, and the card top is gonna have this on the inside. So we got card top, supervisor monitors. Okay, so we got all that. And we gotta have another div and I'll say this is div dot card bottom, and in there we're gonna have an image, and the image is gonna be, should be named properly, so it should be supervisor. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure if we go and look at it, here's the card. So why don't we just style the card right quick, right? All right, so we got a border top that's blue. We got this thing that needs to be pushed to the right. So why don't let's go to the CSS, and I'm gonna just put it in here. I'm gonna say card, no card, hold on, card bottom, and then I'm gonna say card top, and then card is gonna have a border of 1 pixel solid orange red or something like that. I don't know why that's so thick at the bottom. I said 1 pixel solid. Yeah, card. Yeah. Weirdo. Oh yeah, that's because, okay. I think I understand why. So the card bottom is going to be, the whole thing is going to be a display of flex, a flex direction of column, right? And then we're gonna say justify content. We're not gonna put a justify content. We will say align item center. Nah, actually we don't need that. Let me think. Justify content center, should center all of that inside. Yeah, okay. So now that we got that, you might be wondering, like, I don't know if you familiar, we can push this all the way to the right. So I'm gonna push this all the way to the right. So I'm pretty sure, hold on, so we got card bottom and we got card top. So the bottom, I'm gonna say, dang, how do I do this? Oh, I can target it specifically. I can say, justify self, I think it's end, or is it align self, self end, something like that. Let me think. Card bottom, something I'm doing wrong. Okay, there we go. Well, let's see, which one was it? So it wasn't justified end, it was align self end. Yeah, so there we go. So we pushed it to the right. The whole thing has some padding on it. I don't know why that thing is red like that at the bottom. Card top. So let's add some padding all around this thing. I'll say it's about 2 rem. So I'll say padding 2 rem. How do we have all of this right here? Oh, these are those other cards. Oh, okay. I see. All right. So, let's do a gap of like 2 rem. Let's do 4 rem. Okay, and then let's say card top. So we got card top P. Let's say card I just put the P right there. And I'll say, with 30 ch. Nice. Very nice. There's supposed to be some more space. Hmm. What's up, Albertina? Um, I think that's too much. All right. And then, of course, the font family is going to be font family. Okay. Then we have that H3. And H3 is going to be not as big as those. This is okay. And then the tracking on it, letter spacing is a little bit rotter. So letter spacing 0.2 rem. I think that's a little bit better. I think the font size on that is a bit different. What's up, Nanya? 2. We're doing a Ruma she was curious. Well, she was having problems with this, so I guess is that semi-bold? Yeah, semi-bold was so it's semi-bold. And then we have a gap. I'm gonna just make the car top a display of flex. Justify content. No. Flex direction is gonna be column. And then I'll put a gap of 1 rem. That's a bit too much. 1.5. That's actually not bad. Yeah. And then the color on the bottom part needs to be like this. And then supervisor needs to be this. All right, that's a bit better. And then of course it has rounded. I forgot how to do that. No, it's border radius. So then we do a border radius of about, let's say, 1 rem. Let's take the background needs to be, let's go to our global container. Background color needs to be like something like that. We're gonna nah. Let's just make it white, and then let's make it a little bit darker, like that. And then we'll make the card have a background color of white. I did this one like a week ago. The hardest part for me was figuring out the structure, but what helped me was drawing the layout with boxes before structuring HTML. Yeah, exactly. And so I've already done this, but I wanted to show Ruma like my thought process while I'm doing it. And ooh, I added the border radius to the wrong thing. Because I already did it too. Hold up, that border radius is intense. So maybe 0.7 real. But no, you're right. Drawing boxes, because this one, when I first did it, like I think that was so many months ago, I was like I was extremely confused on how to do it. That's because I didn't really understand flex box and I didn't understand grid and all that stuff. So, um, but it is nice to go back and do projects that you already did before. At least I'm having a good time doing it. um, yeah, man. Ooh, I got 4 minutes. Hold on 1 second. But yeah, somewhere in my notes, I have like a few pages where I'm just drawing the grid or draw. I plan on going back to all the ones I completed in a few months and redoing them with my gain knowledge. I feel like that's awesome, and it's really helped me doing them in Tailwind too, like redoing most of these in Tailwind. Because my goal at the beginning, like before I even started streaming this journey, my goal was to like um do all the front end mentor exercises, all the challenges, because I feel like if I can do all the challenges, then yeah, I'll obviously be ready in some way. At least that was the thought. Also, Ruma, I don't know if you're still here, but I always think it's really good to start. Like you see how I put the borders on things. Putting the borders on things really helps. I don't know if you do that, but it helps me a lot. Uh, 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 like put in a like a 1 pixel solid, whatever. You'll see I do that a lot as I'm making these boxes and positioning them. Right now we got one column, but we got one column because oh, we got one column because we're just working on the grid right now. We're gonna get there. This will probably be a pretty long stream, by the way. Like a long stream. Yeah, I agree. Learned you can use an outline, so that's the borders don't mess up with the layout because borders are a part of the box model and outlines aren't, I guess. Oh, no, no, no. That's not what I meant. When I say border, when I say outline, I mean border. I just use the border. Yeah, the outline. I'm not sure, but I know the border is a part of the box model. The outline is actually on the inside of that, from what I understand. Um, I think I'm saying that right. We might have to take a longer break because my noodles. I got noodles. But all of all of that changes when you use the box size and border box. I'm gonna have to look this up, but something changes when you do it like this. I forgot specifically. Specifies the behavior of the width and the height properties. I have to go back and look. But this makes it so that when you add borders, it says it's consistent. Like if you put a defined width or something, I'm gonna have to go back. All right, we're gonna have to extend this a little bit because your boy gotta eat. And let Malachi out real quick because he's like begging for attention and being weird. Where did he get this from? Where do you get these random things from? Okay, I'm back. Back. I'm glad I did this and went back and did this because I think I was getting rusty with my CSS because I've been using Tailwind. That's not good. That's not good at all. Well, rusty with my vanilla CSS. I was forgetting property names. Man, oh man. This music is so I love this music is so good. I wish I could hear man, I wish YouTube would let me play. I wish YouTube would let me play what's already on YouTube so and find a way to give these people their money. So that we can listen to more than just rain. It's man oh man. By the way, maybe switching back to CSS for some small projects every now and then will be good just to get a reminder. I think you're right. I like watching you code because you have a different approach. Let me know. What's your approach, Ruma? Because I'm really curious on how you go about this. Maybe yeah. I think switch. I think you're right, Nunya. I think switching back to CSS sometimes will be beneficial. I predict that CSS, vanilla CSS, is going to get to the point where Tailwind is today, and then CSS is just going to be completely different. Um, the first thing I did was to make a grid with 3 columns, and I spent my whole life trying to position them correctly by using grid row. Oh. Let me finish these noodles and then we'll start again. These noodles are noodling. I think what's cool is that I'm gonna just use the grid to put them into the columns, but I'm not about to use the grid to position them. Well, I'm about to position the cards with grid. I position their containers. No, I'm going to I'm going to position the cards with the flex box. Position their containers with grid. Um. By the way, if y'all are using Front End Mentor, the guy, the CEO guy, the founder of Front End Mentor, he was in their Discord talking about how they just started using, like, every time you download a Front End Mentor thing, it comes with this Claude Code thing, and I guess you feed the file to Claude Code, and instead of giving you the answer to the Front End Mentor, you can use Grid or Flexbox. Either works, yeah. But they're really powerful together. And you're about to see me use them together. Well, I've already started using them. Well, hold on. Put this right here. All right, I think we can start now. I finished devouring what I was doing. Okay. So let me. So okay. So let's start the clock. Let me drink a little H2O. Okay. So one of these is already display grid, right? Damn, none of this is display grid. We're gonna get there. Oh yeah. The bottom is supposed to be display grid, so I can do that right now. So it's supposed to be display grid. Nothing's gonna happen when you do display grid. But then you have to say grid template columns, and you could do something like this. And now that's that. You can also do, what is it? What's the shorthand? Is it like repeat 3 1FR or something like that? And it's the same thing? Yeah. All right. So let's focus on this right here. So this is supposed to have a little blue thing at the top. So let's make the little blue thing at the top. And I'm probably gonna have to differentiate between these cards. Like, see, this is card, and then I'm gonna have to go in and I'm gonna have to say, well, card 1 has this and card 1. So let me go ahead and do that right now, and you'll see what I mean. So we got that card, that card, that card, that card, and we're just gonna do card. And this is gonna be card 2. It's gonna be card 3. This is gonna be card 4. And so, for example, dot card 1 has a border top of 2 pixels solid blue. Why didn't it do it? No, do it. Do the thing, friend. Yes, for 1D layouts, use flex, and for 2D layouts, use grid, and you can mix them together. Yeah, you can mix them together. That's what I'm doing right now. Hold on. This is supposed to be card 1. So dot card 1. Do I need to make it 10 pixels? Why isn't it showing? Let's take the border orange away from... Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's why I wasn't doing it. All right. So this is actually not blue, it's cyan. So let's make it 8 pixels. And let's make it cyan. All right. And then let's remove this. Okay. So now we got our first card done. And I think that's still a bit too big. Let's make it 6. That's no, I think 6 is okay. 6 is okay for me. So now what I'm gonna do is, so we got card 2, card 3, and card 4. And card 2 is actually the red. Card 3 is the, was it the orange? And the card 4 is the blue. All right. So we got that, right? All right. So the next thing we're gonna do is fill in the information on the other ones. So let me just open up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna go to each card. Go to each card. Go to each card. All right. So now what I can do at this point is actually let me move the Pomodoro counter out the way. Let me think. So let me see. Got card flex. One of these should allow them to shrink. So I want them to, all right. So I want them to be able to shrink. And I also want that I'm gonna have to figure this out. All right, so we'll get to that in a second. So let's go here, and I want a gap of 3 rem. So we got bottom column 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So we got our cards. So let me do bottom all 1 dot bottom all 2 dot bottom all 3 display flex direction column align items center. All right, and they need a gap of about 2 rem, and then they need a column gap of 2 rem. All right. What I don't like is that it's not as responsive. So as I do like this, it's not doing the thing. This is 1440. There's still gaps in my knowledge when it comes to some of this stuff. Hold on. So we got the global container. It's weird. Now I'm trying to figure out why it won't shrink correctly. Try to use flex wrap. Wrap on which one? Hold on. It's weird they're not shrinking. Remove the previous flex cable. What's a flex cable? I was locked in. All right. I'm really confused as to why the now I want to look it up, but I should probably take a break. I gotta take a break. I really want to know why the items in that hmm. Mm. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. King Hat X. Yeah. I'm just learning stuff. Like, I guess after React and front end frameworks, I guess the only next thing to do is back end. So, yeah, I'm focusing on front end right now. Make sure you like and subscribe. right? So I looked it up while I was on my break because I can't help myself. But it might be because I don't even know, but it's hours. It's hours every day. I don't be worrying about how long I do it. As long as I do it. Okay, what else did this thing say? It also said that you may need to apply this to nested flex containers as well. It has to be this bottom part. Let me see. If this was a display of flex, what would happen? Hmm. Like I'm gonna be here all day trying to figure out. What I really want to do is give this code to AI and maybe I should do it. I've never done that before. This is the first time for everything. Let's see. We already have a border on the body. This isn't getting smaller. Yeah, it's this. Yeah, but At 768, it's supposed to look like this. And at 375, it's supposed to look like this. It's horrible. I need to figure out why. I don't want to move on until I figure that out. Let's see, responsive. Hold on, let me think about this. It's the no, that's not the problem, Albertina. Oh, look at that. Something changed. What's up, Kay? It's going good. Just trying to figure out this probably simple problem. I'm pretty sure I'll figure it out. It's exposing my understanding of responsive design. So it's something I definitely need to think about. I need to consider the behavior that I want. When this gets small, look, even the top one isn't getting smaller. Yeah, it's just this right here. The problem is here. Hmm. What the hell did I do here? Look at that. What did I do? I gotta look at what I did. Hold on. Yeah, so the main container is grid. So I knew it was something. I knew it was something. Okay, now I understand. I thought it was that, but I wasn't unsure. I was like, well, let me be fancy. Okay. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. It was literally just this. Well, if you learn something new every day. Okay, I see what I did. So the problem was CH, and I am gonna take a break on that one. All right, that was crazy. Grab back. Okay. I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. Chris, if you're watching this in the future, stop using fixed widths. Stop it. Stop doing that stupid shit. Stop it. Stop it right now. I have seen the error of my ways. No longer will I use defined widths. I won't. I'm not gonna say I promise. No more. I'm a changed man. Andre Pointes, what was the first thing you started learning? What you mean? Oh, hold on. Hello?
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
got a text to think small packages away.
Oh.
What you doing?
Hold on one second. Nah, I just got all of them. They're all up in here. There's a whole bunch of them. I got them. I'm straight. I'm studying.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's okay. All right, cool. You said, oh, oh shit. I thought I turned that off. All right. The first thing that I learned, was HTML and CSS. What else was I supposed to learn? HTML and CSS. Yeah, man. That's all there is to it. Andre Pointes. Pontes. 4943. And I fuck up every day. Why are you new to your journey? Are you just starting out? Are you just starting out on your web development journey? Make sure y'all like and subscribe, 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 like and subscribe. I work with out systems, but I'm seriously thinking into getting into code. I don't know what out systems are, but it sounds technical to me. Low code. Ha be wen ya bari kirua. Henya henya. Ya bai ni amma bai ba wa ye. Hamba wa ye na ma henya. Hingi be baby. The circle of life. I'm doing good, internet. How are you? We got a dog in the house, dog in the house. We got a dog in the house, dog in the house. We got a dog in the house, dog in the house. We got a dog in the house. We got we got a dog in the house. We got a dog in the house. Look at, look at that dog in the house. We got a dog in the house. We got a dog in the house, licking his nuts in his butt in the house. We got a dog. We got a dog in the house. Dog, dog. We got a dog in the house. We got a dog in the house. We got a dog in the house. We got a dog. We got a dog. We got a dog, 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 dog. You would think he wouldn't like that, but he came. He's literally right there. He came back for more. Climb. Climb. We got a dog in the house. Dog in the house. We got a dog in the house. Dog in the house. Don't you just love having dogs in the house? Dogs in the house. We gotta, we gotta. Let's see what else Gemini said. We got a dog in the house. Dog in the house. I'm gonna leave this alone for now. It's time to move on. But Ruma, I'm glad I did this. I'm glad that I did this. Because I'm glad I did it, but I'm glad I did it because I think um I have a misunderstanding of responsive design in some ways. And yesterday somebody was like, "You're using fixed heights. You shouldn't do that." And I was like, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth right now. You zip it. Shut up. Ugh. All right. Now we gotta move on to JavaScript. My JavaScript course. Can I just take this file, please? Can I just download this one file? No. I gotta download all of it. Bah humbug. Hey. Hey. We extracting all the code because we about to code. We extracting all the code because we about to code. Let's see. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna end the stream early. I got some things I gotta take care of, so I'll be back tomorrow. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I love y'all.